$16 for the win, but I know she's second favourite, but go big on the Quinella, 9 from 5. Katie's Secret, so honest. The back row draw is a little bit of a disadvantage as far as being able to get the Quinella with Lombo La Fifi. Let's have a look if, Albertique still $39 for the win. That's your valued runner for the trifectas. First 3 runs were terrific, including 2 wins, and then made up an enormous amount of ground to get into 6th spot and just qualify for the final after making an early blunder last week. Albertique made a blunder in her semi-final of the Fillies series. Dominator Stride did so, missed out on getting into the Vicbred 2-year-old Colts and Geldings final, but won impressively in a good field at Harold Park last night, Dominator Stride. As they get in position for this feature, just a congratulations to Fred Kersley over there in Perth, trainer of Northerly, the outstanding galloper, the Cox Plate winner, of course. But great to see Fred back in the winner's circle as a driver in harness racing, winning the Golden Slipper, the feature 2-year-old race at Gloucester Park last night. We look forward to seeing Fred back in Melbourne with Northerly soon. They're getting set for the first of our Group 1 races here at Moonee Valley tonight. The Vicbred 2-year-old Fillies final. The favourite Lombo La Fifi in the Lombo colours. 2 out on the back row. Here's Dan Malecki.
Green lights up, and they're racing. Fleur began fast, and so too did Golden Slipper out wide, and they're burning across. So it's getting to the pegs, Fleur, but Golden Slipper will extend and get past it. Katie's Secret going forward from its second row draw is up to 4th by the first turn. In behind those was Lombo's Silhouette, and they were followed in between runners by Hoochie Mama. Now trapped out a little bit wide was Lombo Party Doll, is now being eased back. Lombo La Fifi is about midfield, one off the pegs. On its inside was Ali Shazam, and then came Arts Masterpiece and Riverboat Casey. Albertique second last, and easing to the tail of the field is Lombo Party Doll. Lead time 35.9. Golden Slipper tackle now by Fleur Moreau, who came around it and goes to the lead. Getting up now to second without cover, Katie's Secret. So Fleur Moreau crosses and leads from Katie's Secret, and Golden Slipper now third. One out, one back, Hoochie Mama. 5th on the inside was Chocolate Dante, and then in the running line the favourite. 3 back the outside, Lombo La Fifi. 4 back along the pegs was Lombo's Silhouette. Next in the running line was Arts Masterpiece, and then 5 back the inside, Ali Shazam from Albertique, Riverboat Casey, and last is Lombo Party Doll. Around the turn with 1200 left to go. The first quarter 32.1, and here goes Lombo La Fifi, putting it to Fleur Moreau, and they're sprinting a long way from home here, and it's Lombo La Fifi trying to win the first duel. Fleur Moreau fighting hard to keep her out. Lombo La Fifi gets by Fleur Moreau, who just went in a shade there. Speed slacking off awfully quickly, and it broke Fleur Moreau. It's gone into the back of Lombo La Fifi, and the rest of the field's just about been disorganised getting around it. So drama, as they say up north in Queensland, and going to a clear lead in a 29-second second quarter is Lombo La Fifi. But did Alfred back off too quickly on Fleur Moreau? It can't win now, and Lombo La Fifi. Is there more petrol left in the tank? Moving up again to second is Katie's Secret. Third the inside, Golden Slipper. Chocolate Dante came off the pence. At going up around them now was Albertique. 3 and 4 wide. It gets to third and making ground up. And then came Arts Masterpiece. And next was Hoochie Mama. What's left in the tank for this Super Filly this season? Lombo La Fifi. 29 for the third quarter. She has to sprint again. 5 metres in front. Golden Slipper is a big danger here. Lombo La Fifi 4 metres in front of Golden Slipper, and then came Albertique. Lombo La Fifi's hanging out. She is stopping. She is vulnerable. Golden Slipper is picking her up on the outside. Lombo La Fifi drifting out. Golden Slipper running out of ground. Lombo La Fifi won it, but she came right out in the straight. Second home Golden Slipper, and third home out wide would have been Albertique. They were followed home by, next in would have been Hoochie Mama, and then Riverboat Casey, Chocolate Dante, Lombo Party Doll, and then came Arts Masterpiece. Hoochie Mama was about middle of the pack, Lombo's Silhouette, and then came Katie's Secret, Long Gap Ali Shazam, and Fleur Moreau. Race was all over the place really for the last 1200. Final quarter 31-1. Well, she's hung on. Lombo La Fifi's hung on, but she was drifting out in the straight, and there certainly were incidents in the race. Golden Slipper burned out of the gate and looked to be steaming home. Stool was bridging ground on Lombo La Fifi, who straightened up again and was just holding her at the post. And Albertique was very prominent in a photo for third. Number 9, the winner, Lombo Lafifi. She's dominated the classics and all of the 2-year-old racing this season. 18 starts, 15 wins by Troublemaker out of Lombo La Paris, owned by Mick Lombardo of Lombo Standardbreds Proprietary Limited.
All right, so we'll keep you posted there at Moonee Valley. We may or we may not hear more there after the running of the Group 1. On their way to the boxes, Wentworth Park. Token Sally is at 260 in favourite. 410 Magic Coin, 550 for Tourist Dan, 650 Arizona.
Tonight on screen is the favourite, number 5, DD's Dream. Look at that, $1.60 on the TAB. No doubt they've given a lot better on track here. In fact, it opened in the red, but it's got out into black and white figures because of...
And the green light's on and they're racing. DD's Dream came out full of running. Run Albert Run is trying to kick up on the inside. And wider out on the track was another traveller going forward into the first turn, but DD's Dream goes to the lead. From another traveller, Run Albert Run was on the pegs in third spot into that first bend, and then came Likely Remark, who lobs 1-1. 3 back along the inside, Unique Rainbow settled down 5th. 1 wide was Dr. Jack, and on its inside, Last Pango and Paris found the pegs, 5 metres to Care Factor 0. Tracking it was bailed up, and then 6 metres to Scruffy Murphy, and Mr. Crawford dropped back to the tail of the field. Heading down the back straight with 1600 to go. Likely Remark was 1-1, but peeled out in front of Dr. Jack, and they're both 3 deep going up. DD's Dream in front, the lead time in 37 seconds. The tote favourite leads in the Group 1 $100,000 Vicbred Super Final for 2-year-old colts and geldings. And DD's Dream is in front. Dr. Jack goes to second. Third was Run Albert Run. He's getting the run of the race tonight. 1 out and 1 back was Likely Remark, and 3 back the inside is Unique Rainbow. In the running line was Another Traveller, and the 4th pair back, a Care Factor 0 on the outside of Last Pango and Paris, and then bailed up Scruffy Murphy, and last is Mr. Crawford. The first quarter of the last mile in 32.5, and Aaron Dunn has the favourite DD's Dream leading the way from Dr. Jack, and Run Albert Run was third. Likely Remark again in the 1-1. 3 back the inside, Unique Rainbow with a lap to travel. Outside of it was Another Traveller. 4 back along the pegs is Last Pango and Paris from Care Factor 0, bailed up Scruffy Murphy and Mr. Crawford. They're all trying to flush one horse out in front of the other as they turn out of the straight. Care Factor 0 is the first to lead the 3-wide line. Second quarter in 31.7. DD's Dream leads the way. Dr. Jack second. Run Albert Run was third. And fourth is Likely Remark, who's come out of the 1-1 to go up 3 deep now. Another Travel goes up in the middle. Then Care Factor 0, 3 wide now tracking Likely Remark. 3 back the pegs was Unique Rainbow. In between runners Last Pango and Paris, and then bailed up Scruffy Murphy second last, and Mr. Crawford. 500 left to travel. DD's Dream by 4 metres off the back. Dr. Jack is second. 3 wide Likely Remark still coming into it. Run Albert Run behind the leader, and then Another Traveller, Care Factor 0, Scruffy Murphy round the outside, 15 off the lead. DD's Dream is going for home though, and he kicked away. Run Albert Run second. DD's Dream put 10 metres on them. Third quarter 29.6, and he is away. DD's Dream has bolted. It is all over. In one foul swoop, DD's Dream is going to brain them. Run Albert Run, Another Traveller for the minors with Unique Rainbow, but DD's Dream, hasn't he come of age? DD's Dream has won easily from Run Albert Run and Another Traveller. Then Unique Rainbow, bailed up next in, Likely Remark, and then came Last Pango and Paris, Dr. Jack, Mr. Crawford, Scruffy Murphy, and Care Factor 0, final quarter 28.4.
5.37, brilliant performance by DD's Dream at Moonee Valley. Now the next at Albion Park is coming up shortly, and let's welcome in Chris Barsby with what's happening. Southern Cross Super Race Series final for the 3-year-old fillies. $1.70 for Ruffle My Feathers for Leah Harvey, and it'll run the favourite. Its odds on 11 Tall S Gold. Second pick at $3.80, $9.20 for Rosie Rowan, and Roberta at $16, number 9. We'll be heading to Jim Jakes shortly for race 8 at Globe Derby. Now the next at Cannington, race 2, Devil's Teardrop 11, Miss Awesome 4.30, Railroad Spirit 2.40, Judge Sloy at 27, Train Approach 6.40, Jackie Appeal at 14, Progress 16, Hot Tristark at 8.80. That race in about 4 at Cannington. The Meadows 6, 7 and 1 confirmed, 30.54 the time. The try paid 227, and I can't confirm it is all clear and right to pay. Now they're moving up at Globe Derby. Coming up here, and Ruffle My Feathers all the rage as we join Jim Jakes.
Tallest Gold has been back to beat the favourite. She's good overs at $3.60 and $1.70. You can't get that now on course. Roberta's very good overs. She's at $17 and $2.60. Can sprint home hard. Rosie Rowan looks like she'll be the leader, $9.30 and $1.80. The 3-year-old fillies final. Ruffle My Feathers beat Rosie Rowan in the 2-year-old final. We're about to find out. Good luck owners, trainers, drivers, breeders. Set to go. Green light on, away and racing. Rosie Rowan from the inside. Virginia Drive showing good speed. Tallest Gold is going forward. Ruffle My Feathers is underneath it though. And Ruffle My Feathers has bet Tallest Gold to the punch, and she's coming around the outside. Hippie Chick on the leader's back. Then in turn behind those is Magic Tricks at the moment. One out and one back, and here comes Ruffle My Feathers. She's steaming around the outside, coming up to Rosie Rowan. Sugars at the moment wants the lead with Rosie Rowan. Leads away by 4 metres. Ruffle My Feathers is outside the leader. Hippie Chick on the leader's back. Virginia Drive is 1 out and 1 back. Olympia Olympus is 3 back the inside. Then in turn behind those Magic Tricks. Back on the inside is Roberta. She's 4 back. Tallest Gold's got 3 runners behind her. Magic Spells on the inside. Then Lady of the House, and at the tail end of the field was Classy Sheila. Ruffle My Feathers a favourite outside the leader, which is Rosie Rowan. Lead time 46.1. Rosie in front, leads away by 4 metres. Ruffle My Feathers, she's dropped a bit beautifully outside the leader. On the inside is Hippie Chick. 1 out and 1 back is Virginia Drive. Back on the inside, Olympia Olympus. 3 back the inside. That's a good run for her. Then in turn behind those on the outside was Magic Tricks. Back on the inside, Roberta. Tallest Gold continues to be 4 back the outside. Magic Spells on her inside. Then Lady of the House and Classy Sheila can see them all. Around the turn, that lead time 46.1. The first quarter 31.6. Rosie Rowan in front. Ruffle My Feathers at her girth on the outside. She's very prominent. On the inside is Hippie Chick. No moves from back in the pack. 1 out and 1 back is Virginia Drive. Back on the inside, 3 back Olympia Olympus. Then behind those was Magic Tricks, who continues to follow the 1-1, and they've got the siren. Roberta's on the inside. Tallest Gold coming 3 wide now, and he's starting to put her into the race now. Rod Barker going forward, but they're about to dash home, and she's going to be out 3 wide. Lady of the House gets onto her back. Roberta's still 4 back the inside. Then Magic Spell, and going between runners was Classy Sheila. Around the turn, 6.50 to go. Second quarter 30.4. 62 for the half. Rosie Rowan in front, about to be joined by Ruffle My Feathers, and she's cruising in second placing. Tallest Gold moving up quickly, but out 3 wide and working solid. Leah Harvey very confident, says go on Ruffle My Feathers, and got away by 3 metres. Rosie Rowan gone. Tallest Gold and Virginia Drive trying to catch Ruffle My Feathers, but I think the bird has flown. Ruffle My Feathers in front by 10 metres. Virginia Drive second. Tallest Gold third. Then Olympia Olympus and Hippie Chick. Rosie Rowan gone. Ruffle My Feathers in front, still by 8 or 10 metres. She leads away, getting tired. Tallest Gold down the outside, and here comes Olympia Olympus. Olympia Olympus is going to be too good. Olympia Olympus, and Greg Norman gets another classic. Olympia Olympus first, very tight for second. Tallest Gold in front of Ruffle My Feathers. Then behind those, Virginia Drive, Hippie Chick. Back behind those on the inside was Magic Spell, Roberta. Out wide was Magic Tricks. Getting tired was Rosie Rowan after leading. Then behind it was Classy Sheila and Lady of the House.
Big wave of the whip from Greg Norman as he crossed the line on Olympia Olympus. Let's hope he's waving the club as high at Muirfield later on this evening in the British Open. Tallest Gold second and Ruffle My Feathers third. 2:11 and 10 after race 8 at Globe Derby. That race worth $25,000. The winner picking up $17,000 for connections. Now at Cannington.
The filly, the punters have really rallied behind in the Oaks tonight. This is a $50,000 Victoria Oaks. The Kiwi visitor, Wahaka Lass, right down the bottom, number 13, outside of the back row for her. Jim Curtin is across from New Zealand to take the drive. As far as Jim goes, he's got a terrific record over in New Zealand. He's driven a lot of good paces. One that might spring to mind is BBC, who was a Miracle Mile place getter and a New Zealand Cup winner back in the late 1990s. So Jim's got a terrific record in big races. He's got the job ahead to get this filly home from barrier 13. She has been a drifter on track, but she will still clearly run favourite. And I think her class is the factor here. She's got plenty of it over most of her rivals tonight. Wahaka Lass is well and truly out to black and white figures on track now. Still $1.90 on the TAB. You can get about 30 cents better with bookmakers. Now, the main danger is certainly number 4, Montana Anna. She made up an enormous amount of ground in the home straight on Wahaka Lass in a very quick last 400 metres last week. 2 runs with Bendigo trainer Bruce Morgan have been good. He thinks that she'll be even better tonight, and there is a pretty good support for her on track. Certainly a lot of the good judges are backing her each way rather than taking the short odds about the favourite Wahaka Lass. Other chances and others in the betting, the other heat winner from last week, number 6, Especially Made Lombo. Look, she opened nearly double-figure odds on track, which was almost disrespectful for the job she did to win the heat last week. Sat without cover, did the work, finished off the race, still better than her rivals. Sure, it was the easier of the 2 heats, but she looks as though she should be improved on that run. She's firmed in 1 point from the opening quote on track, and at $11 is good value. But all eyes certainly on Wahaka Lass from outside of the back row, and the one they've really come for on track to beat her is number 4, Montana Anna, for the local trainer Bruce Morgan. It's been a great race, the Oaks, over the years. The Kiwis have certainly had a strong hand when they've been here, and Wahaka Lass is carrying the New Zealand hopes and the hopes of punters tonight from outside of the back row. There she is in the dark blue with the Maltese cross on her back and the red cap for Jimmy Curtin here. Let's go to Dan Malecki for the big one, the Oaks.
Racing in the Oaks, Montana Anna began brilliantly in the middle of the line, and she's working across the face of the field and goes to the lead. Just Do on her outside, and then up to third was Ebony Joy. Wasn't able to get to the pegs. Booting up was Dance with Abandon, and then 3 wide from the second line, Edna Bromax going up quickly. Also up there in the early part was Especially Made Lombo. Catasopos was 7th on settling down. Then came Lindsay Lombo. Getting up along the inside of it was Indiana Lombo. Then 5 metres to Mindful, another 5 metres away. Wahaka Lass, the favourite, is second last on settling down, and Lombo Bella Petite drifted back to the tail of the field as they swing into the straight. The leader is Montana Anna, but now being tackled by Especially Made Lombo, who's about to run to the lead now, and Russell Jack takes Especially Made Lombo clear. 2 laps to go on the Victoria Oaks, Especially Made Lombo in front. Montana Anna was second. Edna Bromack without cover and Dance with Abandon on the inside. Then Just Do. Catasopos fall back the inside. Next is Mindful, and then over on the pegs was Indiana Lombo. One off the pegs is Lindsay Lombo, tracked by Mindful, then Wahaka Lass, who's second last, and Lombo Bella Petite is at the tail end of the field as they work into the back straight now, and they head down with about 1,600 metres left to travel. And the leader is Especially Made Lombo. Now making a move though, whipping around the outside from beyond centre field. Lindsay Lombo's going to go and sit without cover. Wahaka Lass was taking off the favourite. It's now 3 deep, getting to midfield. The leader, 1,400 left to go, is Especially Made Lombo. Now outside of it was Lindsay Lombo, and going up 3 wide was Wahaka Lass, the New Zealand filly, as they start to pick up the pace now. She's going to put the pressure on them, so they have to. Especially Made Lombo goes through at the 1,200. Wahaka Lass is 3 deep. Montana Anna 4th on the inside, then Edna Bromack Dance with Abandon. First quarter of the last mile in 30.7. Wahaka Lass now gets to the leader's wheel. Back in 7th position in the running line, Just Do. Catasopos on the pegs. 4th last as they go to the poster circuit to travel was Ebony Joy, tracked by Indiana Lombo. Then came Mindful, and last of all is Lombo Bella Petite as they go into the final circuit, approaching the 800 metres, and Especially Made Lombo the leader. Wahaka Lass is second. Third was Montana Anna. Then in 4th position was Lindsay Lombo. The second quarter in 30.6. Dance with Abandon 5th, and 3 back the inside from Edna Bromack. Next is Catasopos. Just Do going 3 wide, and then Ebony Joy booting up in the middle. Next was Indiana Lombo, and then came Lombo Bella Petite, and at the tail of the field Mindful. 500 left to travel along the back. Especially Made Lombo the leader, 4 metres in front. Wahaka Lass, the New Zealand filly, and favourite is second. Montana Anna's had a good smother third. Then in 4th spot Lindsay Lombo. Catasopos. Next was Edna Bromack 3 deep. Over on the inside Dance with Abandon. Ebony Joy under pressure. Third quarter 29.2. Especially Made Lombo the leader. Now called on Wahaka Lass. Montana Anna's about to get to the express post lane. Especially Made Lombo led into the straight. Getting the run was Montana Anna. Especially Made Lombo in front. Montana Anna's driving through. Montana Anna's getting right up on the inside with John Caldo, and Caldo wins another Oaks. It's Montana Anna winning it from Especially Made Lombo and Wahaka Lass. Then Catasopos, Lindsay Lombo, Mindful next home, and they were followed in by Dance with Abandon, Lombo Bella Petite. Next in would have been Indiana Lombo, and then came Ebony Joy. Towards the back, Just Do, and Edna Bromack dropped out. Final quarter 28.9.
Yeah, the Western Australian filly, Montana Anna for Johnny Caldo over Especially Made Lombo and Oaxaca Lass. We'll have more from Moonee Valley shortly. They're set to go up the meadows, or are they? No, they're about to be boxed. This is the 4th and 5th grade over 600. The favourite No.
Bentley